Hey guys, it's the Wonder Waffle here. Today we are doing something a little bit different and reviewing an up and coming tank building game called Ramshackle. This game looks to be very promising, featuring a wide selection of parts in its designer and multiplayer tank combat. In today's video, we're going to take a look at the designer, build a tank, fight it in a scenario, and then 1v1 it against PatchBits and his tank. I've been looking forward to doing this video for a while, so let's get started. Now before we start building our tank, it will be helpful to load up an existing build and play a scenario to see how combat works here. And we have a nice collection of stock vehicles, plus a couple that I've built so far. I was trying to record with these, but my microphone was acting up all the time, so I had to start again and again. So let me know how the audio sounds because I've been trying to work on it for a while now. This thing has two 90mm on it and fairly decent turret traverse and really thick armor. Let's deploy into a skirmish and pick the one that sits with our tier. Let's switch the low tier guy out with the tier 4, and I'm going to pick this guy. There we go. All our stuff has nicely just assembled, and off we go. Quick note, Ramshackle is currently in an alpha state. And as of filming, the developer team has several access codes available to playtest the game. So, make sure to join their Discord server that I have linked in the video description if you want to try it out yourself. This game has flown under the radar for an impressively long time, so even just joining their server to show your support will be appreciated. Oh, looks like our first target is in front of us. Oh wow, he somehow tanked that shot. Oh, that guy sure didn't last long. Oh, here's another one. Swear our vehicle's not the best because it's a little hard to maneuver. But it pays off nicely when we get two shots in and poor guy's just starting to melt down. Nope. He's... oh well. Let's try a little low tier BMP vehicle. Instead of two big guns, we get a faster chassis and a machine gun. This game does have a really pretty environment. So these play a little bit differently because now we have a machine gun instead of our usual setup. Ah, keep getting in my way. Oh, let's tackle this guy instead. Oh, that's right. We have a high-speed vehicle. We can just get behind them. Maybe. Or not. Oh, we got his backside again. We do not want this guy to shoot at us, so let's get behind him. There we go. Firing enough times at his rear plate caused it to just completely fall off. So now, if we just keep shooting in there... Yep, that's one way to clear out an enemy really efficiently. With that done, maybe let's go get the A point. Getting our teammates to help might be a good idea as well. Here they come, all in a line. It should speed up the capture rate. There we go. Now the objective is to hold on to it. First we need to actually find the opponent vehicles. Oh, someone sees one over here. Ah, they're coming down this gully. Let's take advantage of this and get a shot down this way. These AI are crazy drivers, which works great for us. Oh, looks like that's broken open a section of the vehicle. There we go. Here we go. This might be a little tricky for them to counteract if they don't have enough turret traverse. Oh, there's a little guy. Not anymore. Ah, we opened the backup. There we go. Uh-oh, someone's shooting at us. Two of them, for that matter. Let's maybe get out of there. Uh-oh. This one's a little persistent. Ah. Take him out with us. Oh, that guy doesn't even have a gun anymore. We blew it out. Well then. Nope. And that guy got us in the very end. Honestly, this thing was kind of fun for the little bugger it was. I think for the vehicle that we're going to build, we kind of should take this idea, but build on it, make it a little cursed, and make it a tier 4. So what we're going to do is go over to here and make a new build. We're now left with a blank editor and a weird little graphical glitch there, and room to start making whatever we want. To do this, we're going to go to the Parts tab, look at the scroll wheel, go. What we're going to want to do is start with a... We're going to want to start with a pilot, who will go up in the front. We're going to place this guy over in the middle. Now we're going to want to start building the rest of the vehicle out. To do this, we're going to press free in this case, and we'll start building armored plates. Alright, this should be a pretty good starter. Now let's throw in a turret basket, because we are certainly going to need that. Okay, it's not clipping anymore. That's nice. Can we move it upward? Yep, just a bit. Now let's move on to the engine and transmission. We're not going to be making a very heavy vehicle this time, so we can go to the drivetrain, and it's funny to realize that we could just chain two flathead i6s together, which is terrible in real life, but for here it'll work just fine. Hopefully. Now we'll want to go and put in a axle over here. And then we'll want to rotate it in place. Perfect. Now we've got the two engines linked together, hopefully. And now we just need to give them a transmission. How about the 5-speed light tank gearbox? We'll want to stick it out far enough that there's room to get the axles back out. And it looks like we need to elongate the hull further. Next, we're going to want to add a drive chain to this. So let's go back to the parts tab and traction. We want to make this vehicle fast. And it shows here that there's a starting speed listed on some of these wheels. So which one is the fastest one? We have the L10, the L20, and ooh, these wheels go up to 120, but they're wheels, so they might not perform as well. So the installation method for these is quite interesting. We need mirroring on, but what we do is place the sprocket down on a incomplete hull and basically just shove them in there. And then we place the sprocket out front. And in normal situations that's supposed to work, but here it looks like it's clipping.
1 hour later.
Alright, after a bunch of rebuilding, I basically had to switch in a new transfer case and redo some of the drive shafts. So we've got our 4 wheels here, and I think we're ready to try it out. Hey, it works! Boy, this thing is fast! Look at it go! We still have yet to put on armor and stuff, but this thing hauls. It also handles great, which is kind of an improvement over the wheeled vehicles. And is that the moon? Oh boy, what did they do to the poor moon up there? So the next part of this is going to be a little jank, because when we go to make the turret and we have to give it armor plates, we have to connect it to those purple bits that surround the turret ring and the turret floor. But when you place a turret on a standard height, it's just not even going to snap to it. So yeah, this makes things a bit weird. Is it Trunnion? I probably butchered that pronunciation. We're going to mount one of these on the front. Now let's figure out what guns we want to put on here. We can't just go straight for the best one, because if we do, then it's going to eat up some of our points. But then again, this one doesn't eat up a lot of points, so we might be able to make good use of it. That one's 400 points. This one's 300 points. That one's 200, and that one's also 200. Could be... Let's see what happens if we put one of each on. Alright, so that's what all of them look like. Obviously, the bigger ones are going to deliver more firepower, But because we put all of these on, we're now eating up 3,200 points out of the 4,000 limit that we have. If we go above 4,000, we simply can't use the vehicle. Well, it seems to have no issue traversing these guns right now. There we go. We're actually might be able to get away with putting all 4 machine guns in one turret. Now let's go and add some extra trim. We're going to need to mirror this one. So that's in. Now we need to make everything else for this. Because the magazines of these guns stick out so much, we're basically going to have to replicate the BZ-176 turret top, where a flap will lift up so that the gun mantlet can depress a little further. Alright, that's coming along nicely. Now I have to place this magazine in here somewhere and hope it fits. Which, in order to do so, we also forgot the floor of the turret. Turret floor is now in place. Let's go and add some crew. We're going to go to utility and add crew seated. And we get these cute little robot guys just sitting there waiting to follow orders. The problem is we're going to have a difficult time fitting some of these in, so I tried disabling mirror and that broke. Okay, there's one. Not bad. We can control C to copy. Okay, that's 2. For this guy, we'll want to change his leg angle up. Put him on the floor. And move him back a little bit. That's free. Who cares about working conditions anyways? They're robots. They can't feel anything. Looks like all 4 crew are in there, and we have all 4 guns still mounted. Our turret traverse speed is still pretty good, although we'll need to consider adding a crank to it at some point. Let's move on to adding the ammunition. I ended up having to make the turret a bit wider because I was finding that fitting the ammunition in was going to be a bit of a challenge. So we now have some extra space on the side, and we can just put all our ammo along these walls. Alright, I think I've managed to cram in ammunition for all 4 guns. We got some here in the back, some 40 millimeters up here, 20 millimeters here, and 37 millimeters here. Quite the tongue twister. Let's see how it works. Alright then. Perfect. Now let's go actually drive it around for a moment and see how well it handles. So it's not accelerating as quickly, but we're still able to get well above 100 kilometers an hour. And there's the 105. Nice. And yeah, it does take a bigger impact when turning. Oh boy, what is that moon up there doing? That is genuinely cursed. That meant to be an Easter egg or what? With that taken care of, let's do some touch-ups to the design. Alright, we have all the finishing details done. We've got some little boxes on the side, some vents back here, and a little exhaust that just slightly clips in. No big deal there, hopefully. More boxes over here, and we've got all 4 of our suspension units. We've got our 4 guns attached in the front. Yes, this is a lot of guns. Hopefully it'll work out. We have a stereoscopic sight here, and we have nothing but a lot of ammunition just crammed in this vehicle, along with 4 little robot crew somehow. Down here we also have a bunch of ammo next to our driver robot, for a total of 5 crew. Now for safety, I did make 2 other variants of this vehicle, which, when asking for a name, I was given the Object 118, so I've stuck with that. Our original vehicle is now the Object 118B, and the Object 118A model is elongated even further, but maintaining a similar turret and adding a 5th road wheel. That allowed me to put on a little more armor, so now it's harder to damage this thing from the front. A bigger difference goes to the Object 118D, which takes out 2 of the machine guns and puts in a 90mm Scorpion turret. No, that's a gun. So while we're driving around and aiming at distant objects, the reticle is not aligned with the cursor. When we zoom in, we've got thermal imagery, and wherever we point, the gun is automatically aimed to allow us to hit it. This means we can get really far away from our target and just zoom in on it. Yeah, that's kind of cheating, which will be really useful because I'm not the greatest at aiming. Oh, and just for funsies, let's throw in the Object 118E that swaps in a 12.7mm HE derp gun and 2 times 20mm machine guns. Why HE, you may ask? That's why. With that out of the way, let's load up another scenario and try it out. We are loading into the swamp this time, which should be a little different. And now let's deploy ourselves. I picked our machine gun only platform for now. If they end up getting us, then I'll switch to the D variant. And we flip back over. Nope. You can hear those machine guns going, which is potentially a good sign. Oh, here's a target. Let's get around to the back and unleash it on him. We've exposed the rear, which will make this easier. There we go. Nice. Ah, a little armored... That guy sure didn't have a while to go. Yeah, we took care of those two pretty quickly. Basically, whenever we fire the guns, we're getting pushed backwards. And now we're flipped again. Alright, let's try out the D variants with the Scorpion gun and see how it works. This is where we can just zoom in on the poor guy if he doesn't drift sideways. Hey, what is he doing? They're moving around pretty quickly, and that's making it a little harder for us to shoot at them. We do have thermals, though, which also makes it easier. There we go. Hey, we got one. Okay, maybe zooming out would actually help a little bit, because now we can see more what we're doing. Ah, that's what's going on. We're falling forwards, not backwards like I thought we were. Oh, cool, we got him. Need to figure out how to hold the brakes on these things, because it's a little hard. Oh, he attempted to hit us. Doesn't seem like he was too successful. Oh, he was more successful that time. Let's maybe put ourselves in a more useful location. Oh, got an armored car on us now. Can we ram in this game? Nope, our gun broke. Oh well. We could go try to repair. Alright, let's get back at it. Or not. Now, it's time to battle it out against PatchBits and his tanks. Both Patch and I will be uploading videos on Ramshackle, so make sure to check out his video that I've linked below to get his perspective on the battle.
I want everyone in the crapo. Here we go. Right, deploy.
Oh, I think you have to go back and deploy them individually if they don't just deploy themselves.
There we go. Okay. Now I have bots. Yeah. There's an army of Mark 1 crapos now.
Awesome.
If you just think that they do, that'd be great. Thank you. Whoa! What's this? Get out of here. Hey, that's you. I see your name. Oh no, my sight is in my armor plate. Hello.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
Something's happened. I don't know what, but you're on fire now. Wait, what happened to your gun? Did you always have one big gun? I think you had like 4 tiny ones.
This is one of the funny variants.
Coaxial. Ow. Something's dead. I'm burning horribly. What is going on? No! Get off me! Hang on. You just wait, sunshine. There we go. Bit of heat in your engine bay. How do you like that? How do you like them apples? There's your track. Oh god. My eyes. It's so hard to see when you're shooting me. Come on. There we go.
Aww.
Victory. And now Molly's got it. Where are you? Oh god, hello Marshall. Doesn't help that I have a big armor plate covering like half of the view that I can see from the scope. Did you just ping where you are?
I think I told my AI to go somewhere.
I just saw a ping from you. Go on, Marshall. Look at that. Look at that armor plating. Oh! Oh! Did that take your track? Slow. Accuracy on this 105mm gun does leave a little to be desired. I can't lie. Am I immobile, or am I just so slow that I think I'm immobile? I'm just so slow that I think I'm immobile. Okay. Oh, he's running away. Oh, he didn't run very far. What is going on? Where's your ammo rack? Where's my gun? Oh man, that's no good. There we go. Modern problems require modern solutions. That's some damage. What have I done? I'll take that final track. Damn it! No!
Oh, alright then.
I self-destructed.
And I flipped over again. This vehicle...
I am the widest tank in existence, so I never flip, that's for sure.
Yeah, this thing has a problem with it.
I am surprised. It is sturdy. If not, you know, entirely unprone of exploding when I hit the ammo rack, but I guess that's an unfair expectation. You little... That, I know that's you. Oh, you're joining Benita in the swamp. Two can play at that game. I'm coming down. Yeah! Yeah!
You only have 2 bots driving around because I'm looking at just 2 of mine.
I've got 4. They're all spawned in. They're just not doing much of use. They're kind of just driving into the swamp and then getting stuck there forever. Marshall, however, look at that. He nearly killed you there. I feel like, is that 2 105mm you've got on there?
I think it's 2 90s.
Ah, okay. That makes me feel a little bit better about my firepower situation then. That's Molly. Hi, Molly. This isn't good. This isn't good at all. I'm all out in the open. I've got no mobility. You're there. You're the main priority, no offense. Damn it! Get front facing. No! Shouldn't have fired on the move. Always a bad move. Those 20 mils, man. I know where my crew member's going. return to hub. Who won? What happened? I don't know.
Yeah, it's not gonna tell us. Oh well.
I feel like it would be dishonest if I claimed a victory there. I can't lie. This time, I'm confident that we're going to absolutely smash it. The Crappos, you know, their name brings so much confidence to the battlefield. I am 100% sure that we will win this with no issue.
Oh wow, I've actually got more than 2 AI driving out this time. And
Yeah, my bots are doing a pretty good job. There is so much chaos going on in the middle of the map, and I am not part of any of it yet. How's it going? You're looking a bit worse for wear there.
yep.
Stop, the AI just jumped so much.
Yep.
You targeting me? That's so rude. That's so rude, Coulson. Can't believe you do this to me. I thought we had something, you know?
Does that actually show when you do that?
Yeah, it showed a little, like, target symbol on my tank and said the Wonder Waffle. See. Hello. That one's you, isn't it?
Yeah, I need a respawn after whatever happened there.
I don't have enough accuracy at this range to do anything about the guys in the cap. It's just too dangerous. I'm going to shoot my own guys. Nope, that was nowhere near. Come on. Oh, man. This knight doesn't like range, not at all. Oh, man. It's not 90, it's 100. What am I? There we go. That was a hit. So hard to keep the accuracy up when you're aiming at a moving target. It's weird, like moving your hull feels like it does less than rotating the turret in terms of reducing accuracy. Hello, I saw you there. Don't think I didn't see you. You're trying to sneak around behind. No, stop it! No! Oh, there goes my gun. Damn it! I'm just taking you walkies, man. Taking you walkies. Here. Up this way. We're going to my spawn, Carlson. We're going. Oh, is my track just destroyed? No! No! This is a heartbreak. Heartbreak of all heartbreaks. The guy there must be terrified. Oh dear. He's not terrified anymore. Bless him. Oh my gosh. It's just so hard to hit your tanks. They're so quick to accelerate.
That's the part that makes them a bit fun, at least.
Oh, it's Travis, and no one's stopping him. He's just sat in the capture zone. No one seems to want to stop him from capturing. I will stop him from capturing. You down there. Oh no.
Hello.
Excuse me. Excuse me. No. I've only got one bullet, one round left. There we go. It's blown up. I've got no bullets. I think I had an internal fire start, and oh, Where have your guns gone?
I don't know.
Fair enough. I would recommend keeping better track of those in the future. They tend to be fairly useful. Can you repair if you drive back to your base?
Yep.
Oh, I've just always respawned when I get low on health. Oh, something big blew up there. And on me, actually. I can't really move anymore. And that's the game. Wound up with us both within 2 foot of each other. Oh, man, my loader's wounded. And there we go. Okay. There you go, I guess. That was that.
That was definitely quite fun.
It's alright.
So, how does Ramshackle compare to Sprocket? I'm going to say that there isn't a clear winner for a few reasons. Both games do well at their own approaches to combat, with Sprocket focusing more on realism as Ramshackle takes a focus towards the gameplay. Multiplayer is an obvious win for Ramshackle, as it's unique in offering this much flexibility on your tank's design in a multiplayer setting. With that said, the design editor of Ramshackle has a long ways to go. This video was my latest of many attempts to film myself building a tank. Both PatchBits and I ran into countless problems with the editor that make this game quite difficult to build in. The Object 118 build took me several hours to make in Ramshackle. Over in Sprocket, I made a recreation of the same Object 118D, and it took only 13 minutes to build here. This difference is huge, and it shows just how important user-friendliness is in a building game like this. Editor stability doesn't really help either. Ramshackle has had plenty of bugs and other weird issues appear, such as collisions not registering correctly and mirroring working less than half the time. If I had to throw Flyout into the comparison, I'd put Flyout as having a slightly better editor than Ramshackle. This includes Ramshackle beating Flyout in the having an undo button department. Realism is something that Sprocket also has a slight edge on. Ramshackle does pretty good with setting up arcade-like systems that prove to be surprisingly realistic, such as armor plates falling off when damaged enough times. It does feel a bit more like World of Tanks though, when your tank is rarely immobilized despite suffering major hits. Graphics also fall into this category. Ramshackle's graphics are pretty good, but if you're trying to fool someone into believing your tank is actually real, then you're probably going to want to use Sprocket. Now the biggest thing to keep in mind is that both games are still in development, and Ramshackle hasn't even hit the alpha stage yet. Both games are going to improve over time, Ramshackle in particular, as their dev teams work on updates to improve things. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments if you want to see me do more Ramshackle content, as I feel this game has a lot of potential and will be fun to watch as it grows. Thanks for watching, and see you all soon!